So this dude, Jermaine Jones, was on a podcast last week with Grant Wall, who writes for the MLS, and he was just like sounding off on Bruce Arena, saying how he's the worst coach ever, how this guy, now his son gets a job because basically the U.S. national team's like a big family, said it's a joke, said we downgraded from having Klinsmann and Bob Bradley on the Bruce Arena. Now Bruce Arena's son is a coach in the MLS. He says it's a joke and nothing's ever going to change if, we keep rehiring these guys that have been around the system and haven't been necessarily successful.
It's crazy. I mean, the fact that he said it's a family business, it's true. And I'm glad we're not the only ones that see it,
Yeah, but I mean, it is true, and it happens all over the world. Like, it's not just happening here in America, it's happening all over. I mean, how many English Premier League coaches go from being relegated, not having a winning season, to going to coach championship team? Or I've had coaches as well where I'm like, they're probably the worst coaches. I can tell you what their training session is going to be. It's going to be the same every day, and they get jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So he's saying things that people know already, though.
Yeah, I mean, you look at, like, with the EPL, I look at a guy like Sam Allardyce, who's basically, like, any team that's going to get relegated. One season, he's with Everton, then he gets fired, and then the next season, Crystal Palace picks him up.
But this dude knows how the industry works. Agents control the industry. Politics control the industry. It's not... It needs to change where a strong voice comes in and actually does right. Like, you even look at him, I get crazy with him. Like, this dude played for a national team, had no emotion, played for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Played for himself, and he's talking all this smack. Which, listen, I agree with what he's saying. But, like, when he was on the field, he played for himself. You could tell in his face, his energy, everything he did. So, I mean, and I'm a big believer in that. I read energy. And I think if someone's going to come in and change the way U.S. soccer is, they got to have the right energy and not be scared to...
No, I think that's true. Especially since there's coaches around the world, I mean, where, they get jobs no matter what. And you wonder how.
Yeah, it's politics. It's politics.
Perfect example.
But, I mean, he's sounding off. He's going crazy. A lot of the things he's saying is right. I mean, he went from, his son got a job, but it's like that all over. I mean, Messi's brother is his agent, right? Or Neymar's father is his agent. And I mean, it works like that all over the world.
It's about, at the end of the day, it's about how much clout you have, I think.
But this dude, if he wants to change U.S. soccer, go in there and be a good coach.
Yeah.
You have the strength. I wish I could go in and coach an MLS team right now, because if I could, then I feel like I could make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could change it, go and do it. If you care about it that much to speak on it, go change it.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Straight up, like, go change it, bro. Like, you have the contacts, go change it. You have what it takes, go change it.
And he also brought up a good point when talking about, like, the current state of the national team. He's like, when I was around, there were guys like myself, Timmy Chandler, Fabian Johnson, who were these dual nationals. And now you come and you don't see many dual nationals.
What'd
it's
you
all
do, bro?
MLS players.
Yeah, but what'd you do, bro? You were dual national. You played at a good level, played higher level than I ever did. I respect that. But what did you do? And I'm going to be real. I could watch games where you play for yourself. You didn't add nothing to the value of the team. So, I don't know. That's just how I feel. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know the guy. But from the energy I got, and I could be completely wrong, it just didn't seem like he was all about changing the system. And he 100%, I respect what he's saying here, but that's just how I feel.
Yeah,
It's true.
He played at a higher level than I ever did, so that I can't compete with. But what I'm saying is, human to human, soccer enthusiast, coach to coach, or if that's what he's trying to be, or a guy who's been in the game at a decent level, professional level, not even as high as him, but been on that professional level, if you're about it, go change it. Go change it.
Simple as that.
Go change it. You're out. Maybe this is how he's starting, though.
Mm-hmm.
Get what I'm saying? Like, maybe this is how he's starting.
I'd like to see him on more stuff, voicing this elsewhere as well.
Yeah.
And keeping that, if that's really his opinion,
But he's right.
consistency to that.
But he's right about shit coaches.
Oh, for sure.
100%. I could, listen, don't get me started. I can sound off names, and he's 100% right. I just think when he was a player, and maybe I'm wrong because I wasn't in the locker room, so, he could have done more, I think, to make sure the U.S. national team has some type of change.
And, with our context, I was actually talking to a pro team over in Europe, and their head coach got hired, a new guy came in, and he cleared everyone out, and he brought his own people in. So it's like, what if I'm working for a club, it's my life, and new guy comes in, he fires everyone, and
that's how it works. So usually coaches come with their staff.
Exactly.
So
crazy.
But he's right. And so I'm not a big Bruce Arena fan. Listen, half of the top coaches in America or college coaches, they wouldn't coach at my youth club. You can get mad as you want to, that's the truth. Like, they wouldn't coach you. They can't run a proper session. They recruit athletes. Like, it's a different culture too, and that's something I have to respect, that it's a different culture. But what I'm saying is, the way I see the game, the way I would coach the game, half these guys they say are top coaches would never coach for me.
Mm-hmm.
Or I wouldn't be caught coaching with them because I don't believe in their methods.
Yeah, it's not like you're just saying that. I mean, we've sat in here and watched the videos of the coaching that they do, and it's like, it's pretty evident. I mean, you pick it out all the time.